Hi guys, it's Adam here today, and so at the end of my Stranger Things game review, which you should go and watch before watching this video, I briefly talked about how the style of the game worked really well for what it was going for. Today, I'm going to be expanding on that and sharing my opinions on the idea. So up until now, the only kind of quality games we got based on movies that were actually accurate were pretty much Lego games. This is pretty much only Nintendo though. On PS4, Xbox, all of that stuff. There's tons of different ones. But, but I really wouldn't call Lego games quality, even though I 100% Lego Jurassic World. So Stranger Things 3 really got me thinking about this style of game. And actually thinking back to it, this game and Lego games are very similar. There's less characters in this game, but a more complex fighting system instead of just spamming one button. It runs better and has way less glitches. I literally made a 30-minute video about Jurassic World glitches. And overall, it's like not Lego, so there's violence and gore, even if it's pixelated. And yes, there is. I've seen some so far in my playthrough. But, so, if you really don't understand what I'm saying at this point, don't be worried. I'm really not describing it too well. What I'm trying to say is that the style of Stranger Things 3, which is a top-down, pixelated, beat-em-up type of game, works really well with perceiving a TV show. Because the show follows a few different character groups, mainly the boys, Nancy and Jonathan, the girls, Joyce and Hopper, and Steve and Dustin, but that's pretty much just this season. And at the end, they all meet up for the finale. So I think all the features, like changing through specific characters and their attacks, add up to a simple but rewarding game for fans. So I was thinking about this, and I thought, what if some company took it upon themselves to make relatively small, pixelated games with all similar playstyles, some fighting and some puzzles, for tons of different popular movies or shows? This idea blew up in my face and made me realize that it could totally be possible, and a totally good idea too, apart from licensing and all that crap like that. But before we go any farther though, they would have some things to improve on, of course, like cutscenes for sure. Anyways, now all I can think about is how movies would be turned into short games like Stranger Things 3. Specifically, to explain it better, I'm going to be using the examples of Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl for this video, as both of them would work relatively well. Jurassic Park would also be up there, but I thought these examples were better. And we do have a lot of Jurassic Park games, I will say that. So these two may seem like a bit of an odd pick, especially Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I really like that movie. And I think the overworlds could be worked out to look really nice. There could be tons of different areas for Roger Rabbit, and I just want to say, if you haven't seen the movie, it would be very good to go and watch it now, because first of all, it's a great movie, and second of all, I'm going to be referencing to many things in it that you probably want to understand. But options for different areas would obviously be LA, Toontown, the Ink and Paint Club, Terminal Bar, and Eddie's Home, the Maroon Animation Factory, and probably the Acme Factory. For playable characters, we would obviously have Roger Rabbit, who I did do a bit of pixel art for, as you can see. I think it turned out okay. And we would probably, for sure, have Eddie Valiant. And I would think Jessica Rabbit, who I also did some pixel art for. Dolores and Judge Doom, who could maybe have two characters, one for his human form and one for his true toon self, would almost for sure be there. Some side characters like R.K. Maroon, Marvin Acme, even though he dies, Baby Herman, the Weasels, specifically Smarty, who is the leader if you don't know all their names, and Benny, but being a car might mess things up a bit. I don't think any licensed characters like Mickey or Bugs Bunny would be playable because licensing issues, pretty much, that's all. Unlike Stranger Things, each character would have their own basic and special attack. In terms of soundtrack, I would want a few more songs than just one main one, like Stranger Things. But let's be honest, who wouldn't love listening to smooth saxophone jazz while running around as Roger Rabbit? Once again, the game would be a split between fighting enemies, probably the weasels, and solving puzzles. These ones would be more about crime and following clues, though, as themed for the movie. As for Pirates, the only reason I chose this is because it had a really good story for this type of game, whereas Roger Rabbit doesn't have a great one. So in Roger Rabbit, you could do missions following Roger and Vincent's story, maybe Jessica's, but in Pirates, it would work for many people. The main ones would obviously be Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, Elizabeth Swann, the Navy, and Barbossa. Sure, some of these would meet up from time to time, but it would still be a nice variety. Pirates would also have more characters, but might rely more on the fighting aspect of gameplay instead of the puzzles, which would still be okay. Anyways, this is all just hypothetical, and thanks for watching me pretty much make up a way to pitch my idea for a Roger Rabbit game, because I really want one that isn't the NES ones, or at least put the NES ones on Nintendo Online. I know they probably won't, but I would want it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe, like, and comment what movies or TV shows you would like to see turned into a game. Maybe I'll even talk about them in a future episode. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. See y'all later. Bye.